All right. Welcome to the stream, everybody. This stream is in story mode, and it is more or less just a kind of a showcasing of the weapons I collected and some of the equipment that I collected through story mode. I'm making this stream because I did get a viewer request to make a video showcasing the weapons, and thanks to Abhijis H for the support and for the request as well. So last stream I got to 100% completion of the story mode, but I still do need some things which I'm thinking that I might do a couple of streams on as well. But in this stream, as I said, I'm just going to be showcasing some of the weapons I collected. I think I have all of the different weapons, but we can just check that out first off. So let's go into progress, and in here you can see I do have the 100% completion of the game. I almost have the entire compendium, so I also think that I might go for some of the things in the compendium. In here I do have all the weapons, so all 63 of the different weapons I have discovered, and I should have them all on me. I only need to discover one horse, discovered all plants, all gangs, all fish, and I also need some of the equipment, and I think that I'm going to do some streams on getting that equipment. There is some weapons here, the bandit bandolier, that I for some reason, I do have it. I'm not really sure what this is, but I might do a stream figuring that out. So I am missing those 6 different equipments, so it's probably, I would guess, a trinket of some sort, and then also some trinkets or some talismans down here, and then we have these here. So this is what I'm probably going to do, and I also need a couple of animals. So I have most of the animals discovered and studied, but I still need a couple to get to 100% completion of that. Alright, but let's go into the showcasing of the weapons and equipment that I have so far. So the weapons that I am currently using, that I got in the last stream, the guns, are the M1899 pistols. I'm dual wielding those. And just to get maybe a closer look at the gun, I can see it here. I can zoom in so you can see it a little bit better. It's a pretty nice pistol, of the different pistols you can get. As you can see here, I can also try and aim it so you can get a good idea of how it actually looks. So getting a good zoom in there. And then I have, of course, the engraving. The gun itself is silver, the sight is gold, and then it's blackened engravings, the ornaments, and I think it's also a black trigger at the moment. So these are pretty cool, especially when you're dual wielding them. They are really fast. So as you can see here, and a really fast reload because it does carry magazines, as most pistols do. Also have a fast shooting when we are from the hip. So this is all that I have on me right now. I do have some of the different knives. So I have the hunting knife, which is simply, as you can see, it's just the normal hunting knife. I do have it in gold though. But I also have the antler knife, which is a different kind of knife that you also get. Might be able to zoom in. Yeah, let's see here. Let's do it like that instead. Can I get a good look at it? Not really. Maybe, let's see here. Yeah, I think I might go in here and then go into photo mode. Then we should be able to zoom in. And as you can see here, this is the antler knife. Also a really nice knife. Then we have a Civil War knife. Okay, I might just want to just sleep until the morning because we do want to have just a little bit of light when we're showcasing these things. So I think I might just, let's see here, go in and just put up a camp and sleep until the morning so that we can get the showcasing going in the sunlight instead. It's kind of hard to see the details when it is dark. So I'll just sleep until, let's just say noon. Just so that we're sure that there is some sunlight. But as we're waiting, if you do enjoy the videos, there is a bunch of other videos on the channel. Please do like the video, and if you have any other suggestions, any other viewer requests that you might want to see, particularly in the games that I am playing at the moment, please feel free to leave a comment at one of the videos, and I will see what I can do. Alright, so now we do have a pretty good spot here, right in the sun, and yeah. So let's take a look. We had the Civil War knife that we didn't really get to look at properly, so I'll just turn around here so we can get some sun on it, and then go into photo mode so I can just zoom in. So this is also a pretty cool knife. It is a little rusty though, but it has the handle there as well. Then we have the jawbone knife, which is a knife made out of bone. As you can see, pretty nice knife there, pretty homemade knife as well. And we have the John's knife, that's just John's regular knife. That I think, I can't remember if you get it when the epilogue is done, when you do start playing as John, but this is just his regular knife. Then we have, let's see here, the wide blade knife. Oh, what's up? Jones also wants to be in the picture. Oh, let's go around here. Oh. Do that again, like that. I'm always pressing the wrong one. There we go. Get into photo mode, and here you can see the wide blade knife. Very cool as well. And the last knife we have is the ornate dagger. The dagger that you get from killing the vampire in story mode. So just to take a look at that, as you can see here, very cool dagger. And I do believe that this is like a one-shot kill dagger, so it will kill people instantly when you do stab them with this, I believe. Alright, so those were the knives. Let's see here, we also have, of course, hatchets. So I have a bunch of different, I have the regular hatchet. As you can see, it's just a regular hatchet there. And then we also have, oh, sorry, again, me messing up. Just get in the sunlight. There. I think that's pretty good. Yeah. Then we also have the Viking hatchet, which you find at the Viking tomb. Very nice looking hatchet as well. And it also has a little bit of ornament, it looks, on the blade, so some runes and stuff, and also on the handle. Very nice. Okay, we also have the hewing hatchet. And just to get a better look at that, as you can see, this is more or less just a different kind of bigger hatchet than the regular hatchet. Then we have the double bit hatchet. So this is a double-edged hatchet. As you can see here, with a nice double edge on the hatchet itself. And then we have the rusted double bit hatchet, so it's pretty much just the same hatchet but in a rusty version instead. As you can see here, pretty much the same thing but just in a rusted version. Then we have the then we have the hunter hatchet. It's also pretty cool looking. It almost looks like a Viking hatchet as well. So if I'll just go into photo mode, get a good look at it there, looks pretty cool. And then we have the last hatchet, which is just the rusted hunting hatchet. So again, just a rusted version of the hunting hatchet as well here. So those were the hatchets that we have. Let's see here. We also have a pirate sword, a broken pirate sword, which is pretty cool. That you can actually get that. You can also get a trident hat, which makes you more or less just the perfect pirate. And I think you can also get clothes that mimics pirate clothes. So let's just zoom it on in here. As you can see here, pretty cool broken sword. Can see that the tip of it is broken, but it is mostly the entire sword. Then we have the melee cleaver. So this is a cleaver instead of a hatchet. You can see it's a little wider in the that part. It's good for throwing, and it has a small handle, so that's pretty nice. And let's see here, was that it? Yeah, I think that's it for the melee weapons that I have on me just now. Let's go back to the normal hunting, the normal hunting thing. And then we have for equipment on us, we have of course the lasso. Then we have the throwable, so the dynamite, the regular dynamite, of course, and we can just throw one just to see what it looks like. Oh, of course, he didn't throw it. So let's pick that up again. There we go. And then throw it there. That's just the regular dynamite. Then we have the other dynamite here. We have the volatile dynamite. I can just show here. Makes a little bit more of a boom. So have those two types of dynamite. Then we have the regular fire bottle. Just the regular fire bottle, as you can see there. And then we have the volatile fire bottle as well. So throw one of those just to show you what it is. Oh. And that again usually just makes a little bit more of a boom and burns for a little bit longer. Then we have the throwing knives. We have the regular throwing knives, of course, which is these small throwing knives. Let me just zoom in here. Which is just these regular small throwing knives. And then we also have the improved throwing knives, which are a little bit bigger than the regular throwing knives. Right here. And then lastly, we do have the poison throwing knives, but I don't think that there is any real difference in appearance from those on the regular throwing knives, other than you can see that there is some poison on the tip there, so it's green on the tip. What else do we have? We have some tomahawks. So we have regular tomahawks, throwing tomahawks. There. These are great because they can usually take down an enemy in one kill. Let's just go in and again just zoom in so that you can get a look at the tomahawk itself. Pretty cool, and those are throwable tomahawks. Then we have the improved tomahawk, which is just a little bit different looking than the regular tomahawk. As you can see here, there's a little bit of a difference, not that much in size though. And then we have the homing tomahawk. So again, I think just a little bit of a difference. I'll just turn around to get some of the sunlight on it so we can see all the details. But if I zoom in here, you can see that it is a little bit different from the improved and regular tomahawks. All right. Let's see. We also have the ancient tomahawk, which is also pretty cool looking. Again, it is just a tomahawk, the same as the others, but it does have a cool look to it. Let's go out here just so that we get clear of all of the grass. There. What else? That's about it for the equipment as well. Then we also have, of course, we have the binoculars, so that you can use those to see. And as you can see here, I can also zoom in. These are pretty cool for studying animals, because you can study them pretty close with the binoculars. Then we have the camera, of course, where you can take pictures of different scenes. So you can either take a self-portrait, where you more or less put it up to make a selfie, where you can take one of these. Take the shot there. And you can zoom in and enable focus lock and all of these things. You can also strike different poses while in the camera mode, and also different expressions, whether you want to look mean or you want to, oh, that's silly, it stands with his back turned. And then of course you can view the photos that you have taken in the social club as well. Oh, let's just let that load in. There we go. And then you can see your photos from in there. So let's just go back to the thing here. You can also just handhold the camera, so you can take pictures of other things than yourself. So if I want to take a picture of the beautiful Jones here, I can take a picture like that. So that is usually how the camera works. Let's see here. That is pretty much it for those particular kits. What else do we have? We have the fishing rod. We have some cover scent for hunting. We have open cover scent. Then we have herbivore bait, potent herbivore bait, predator bait, potent predator bait, and of course the fishing rod for fishing. And in crafting we have the camp, and then we have the crafting tools. And then in the bandana I can either remove gloves or put on gloves, my cavalier gloves, or I can put on or remove the bandana. So that is pretty much what I have of items on me. So, but I can show you some of the other weapons that I have on my horse. So on the horse I have my different weapons. So let's just change up some of the guns here. So these are the first other guns that I can dual wielding is my sawn-off shotguns. So those are really cool looking. And just take here and let's just zoom in, because I think we can get a pretty cool look as we zoom in here instead of the other way around. So here we have, of course, where they have wrappings, and we also have them in black, where it has gold triggers, gold hammers, and gold engravings as well. And these are pretty fun. So you have the option of either shells or slugs for these. No, wait a minute, let me see here. Can I actually... Yeah, I do have either slugs, explosive slugs, incendiary shells, or just regular shells for these. So these are pretty fun. Let's just showcase the firing of them. These are from the hip and from aiming. So pretty fun pair of sawn-off shotguns there. All right, next pair of guns is just the normal cattleman revolvers that I've also decked out a little bit. So if I just again take him up like this and go into photo mode, we should be able to get a pretty good look at the cattleman revolvers. So these, again, I was more or less using the same color scheme. So it is a black frame and a black barreled. In this case, I have the gold hammer and the gold cylinder, and then gold engravings as well. And these are just the regular cattleman, of course, upgraded with the upgrades that it can have. So these are pretty cool as well, like just regular cattleman revolvers from the hip and from aiming down sights. Okay, then we have the next pair of weapons. I have the John's Cattleman revolver, which is more or less, I can't just show it here. It is more or less just a normal Cattleman revolver, but where you don't have any other things to put on it. So it's just a standard Cattleman revolver. And also in firing and stuff like that, it's pretty much the same. Then we have Flaco's revolver. These are some of the special revolvers. And if I just go into photo mode here, you can see this is a pretty cool revolver actually. Silver and with a special handle on it as well. But pretty much the same build as the Cattleman revolver. This, I think, yeah, I have the possibility to do it like that, or it's pretty much the same. So I think it's a little faster than the Cattleman. Then we have the Granger's revolver, also one of the special revolvers. Let's just take a look at that. So this is the Granger revolver. Pretty nice. So I could actually go a bit. Am I not able to go closer? I think, oh, there we go. A little bit closer I can get there. And there you can see it also has some different engravings and a pretty cool handle as well. So this is also a pretty cool gun. And again, pretty much fires like a regular revolver. Okay, what's the next one? We have the double action revolver. So let's just see here. I think I do have 2 of those. Yeah, so let's just see that in a dual wielding position instead. There. And these are I think a little bit faster in the speed of firing. So if I just zoom in here, you can see here that I have engraved them a little bit, used a bit of silver instead, and yeah, but also pretty nice revolvers. I don't use them that much. I usually use the Schofields actually, but these are also pretty cool revolvers. They have a little bit of a different sound when you fire them. A bit more of a snap. Oh, hey Idaho. Yeah, I didn't like that story either. I am thinking about going through the entire story mission again though, just because it's been a while and I remember it to be a heck of a great story. But great to see you here, and thanks for supporting. Let's see here. Other than that, we have the Algeron's revolver. That's a small snuff-nosed, I believe, revolver, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so this is a smaller revolver. Oh, I forget that when you do it like that, you need to use the other controls to zoom in. So, but this is a smaller revolver. I think it's pretty much the same. I'm not sure if it's the same caliber as the regular Cattleman revolver. It does look more like kind of a 38 or something like that. So, and this also has kind of a snap to it as well. Cool thing here is that you don't have to cock the hammer every time, so it has a little bit faster firing rate. Then we have Micah's revolver, our sworn enemy Micah, or Arthur's sworn enemy anyways. And here you can see what that looks like up close. So if you haven't gone through the story mode, I don't want to spoil anything, but you're not going to like Micah once you've done with the story mode. But as you can see here, this is his pistol as well, and it has the what does it say there? Variants here between, what does it say? Vengeance is hereby mine. The engraving on Micah's pistol. It doesn't have an engraving on the other side, does it? Nope. So it's only on the one side there. And again, pretty much a normal revolver. A little faster than the regular Cattleman, because you don't have to cock the hammer every time you fire it. Alright, let's see here. We have the High Roller revolver. I only think that you can get one of these. I don't think you can buy these. I can't remember. Let's just see here if I have it dual wielding as well. Algerons, micas, no. So the high roller is also just a single one, and it is a pretty nice looking gun, as you can see here. It has nice engravings, and it is, I think, pretty much out of silver and ivory. The handle on that, it has nice skull features, and of course the cards and the dice up there. So very, very nice engravings on the high roller. And again, it has kind of a more of a snap to it in the sound, but also very fast firing rate. Oh, no, don't aim at that. And then of course we have our Schofield. So these are the ones that I usually use dual wielding. And I actually just changed the look of them not that long ago. To make them a little bit more, instead of black, so, and I made them silver with black engravings, and then with some gold finishes as well. So as you can see here, I have the silver frame, silver barreled, and then I have a black hammer, a gold cylinder, and a gold sight on these as well. So, and these are kind of my favorite revolvers. They have great damage, and you also have, I think, pretty good firing rate, and I think these might be used a little bit. I feel like they are a little slow. Might be wrong. Might just be me remembering. No, they're pretty good condition. So, but those are the ones that I use mostly because they have I would say most damage compared to other pistols and revolvers. Then we have the Callaway revolver, again one of the unique ones from one of the missions. So let's just take a look at it here. And this is also one of the ones that I find that is very nice looking. As you can see here, it has pretty cool engravings. Canis Canum Edit. It says there. I don't know what that means, but I would guess that it is probably Latin or something. I can't remember what it actually means. So pretty cool gun there as well. I think this is based off the I can't remember. I think it's based off the Schofield, if I'm not mistaken. Then we have Otis Miller's revolver. Again, a smaller revolver. No, it isn't really a smaller. I can see that now. Thought it was. Oh, there. Well, let's just take a look at it in the photo mode here. And it's a gold revolver where we also have some pretty cool engravings on it. Let's see here. As you can see here, it says Otis Miller with the cool engravings on it there as well. Pretty nice looking gun. And the ivory handle as well, with some sort of emblem down there. Oh, an O and an M for Otis Miller, of course. Alright, let's see here. How many weapons do we still have? We do have a lot of guns, as you can see. Then we have the Lamette revolvers. These are the ones that were added after online came out, I think. And these are the ones that have the shotgun as well. So it has 9 rounds, regular rounds, and then a shotgun round each. And you can set up the configuration so that it fires the last shot, the 10th shot from the gun. It fires as the shotgun shot before reloading if you want to do that. So it switches automatically. But let's just take a... Oh, again, wrong on... Why? There we go. Okay, there. Thank you. Alright, let's go back into it here. And here you can see I've also gone with kind of a silver look with just the black hammer, and I think also blackened engravings on this as well. I'm getting a bit closer there. You can see those look pretty cool, and as you can see, it has 2 barrels, the top one for the regular rounds and the bottom one for the shotgun shell. And these are also pretty cool. They are also pretty fast in the firing rates, and as you can see, I have it automatically switch. So it just switches when you fired all 9 rounds from the revolver. It switches automatically to the shotgun shell. Unfortunately, you cannot use, for example, slugs in these. I don't think so. No. You can only use regular shells and regular ammo. So it would have been cool if you could actually have the last shotgun go off as a slug instead. So let's see, what else do we have? We have the volcanic pistols. There we go. These are also a black with, I think, gold engravings, if I'm not mistaken completely. And let's see here. As you can see, these are a little different looking than some of the other ones. We have of course, the pearl grip, and we have the gold hammer, the gold lever, and the gold trigger, and all otherwise blackened with gold engravings as well. These does not have that good of a, as you can see, firing rate, and the reload time on them is also pretty large, but it does do a lot of damage. Oh my god, like Jones is taking all of this like a champ. I would have run away by now. Let's see here. We have the Mauser pistols as well. Just dual wield those. Let's just take a look at those before firing them. There. And as you can see, again, I chose the black barrel, the black frame, and then I have a gold hammer. I think maybe gold trigger, and then golden sights. I think so, yeah, and then gold engravings as well. So these are also pretty cool because they have 10 rounds each, and they are magazines, so they also, you can reload pretty fast, and as you can see, the firing rate is ridiculously fast. So these are also really cool. They don't do that much damage, but you do have a huge firing rate, so it kind of makes up for it. Midnight's pistol is just one of the other pistols, so this is also a Mauser. But this is also one of the pistols that you get through the mission. So this is also a special engravings and special medals and stuff like that. So as you can see here, kind of a little face down there on the magazine, and otherwise it's gold with these engravings. Oh, for some reason didn't want to go close there. So pretty cool as well. And this just works the same way that the Mauser does. Alright, we have these semi-auto pistols. Oh, let's just dual wield those. And as you can see, these are also pistols, though they do have slightly, I think it's slightly higher firing rate than the Mausers, and a little less magazine, I believe it is. But as you can see here, again, I've gone for the black barrel, the black frame. And then for the sights, it's gold with gold engravings and a gold hammer, and I believe also a gold trigger, if I'm not mistaken. So these are also, as you can see, very fast in the firing rate. And yeah, they only have 8 per magazine, but again, very high firing rate. And I believe that they might do a little bit more damage. Oh, let's see here. Oh, thanks, man, for stopping by. Abiji? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name exactly. And let's see here. What are you saying? You can also switch the LeMat revolvers to shotgun and regular revolvers manually when aiming them right button D-pad, and you can switch them as you like too. Oh yeah, when you're using the LeMat, you can switch to the shotgun shells manually if you want to as well. But you can also go into, I think it's in the options, where you can switch set it to switch automatically, or you can set it afterward, or you can just do it manually. So, and right now I've just set it to manually. But cool of you to stop by. And hey, let's see here. We have of course, this was what we were starting with. So these are the M1899 pistols. These were like the last pistols that I got for the collection. So, and these are pretty cool looking and sound great when you're firing as well. So as you can see here, again, I've gone with the silver metal. We have black engravings, and then the gold sight, and I think black trigger as well. So I think those were all of the pistols and revolvers that I have gathered through the game. Then we have all of the rifles. So we have the normal carbine rifle. And I think that actually maintaining this is the best way that we can take a look at it. This way, and then if I aim it up, as you can see, I am going again with the gold and blackened metal look for the carbine rifle. So this is the starting rifle, which is also actually a pretty good rifle, I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, it is the starting rifle, so you can get rifles that are better than this one. But the cool thing here is, again, that you have kind of a magazine that when it's empty, you pretty much just pour the 7 rounds in, so it has a pretty fast reload speed. Then we have the Lancaster repeater. This one I've made a little bit prettier. I've done a little bit more. So again, I've used the black for the hammer, the lever, and the trigger and the sight, and then silver for the frame and for the barrel, and then blackened engravings there, and then of course wrapping on it as well. So it looks pretty good. And this is one of my favorite repeaters. It doesn't really have that high of a firing rate, but it has great damage and also great accuracy. And there. Alright, then we have the Litchfield repeater. And this is one that I actually I realized that I've seen before. If you've ever seen the Coen movie, I can't remember what it's called, but the Coen movie, the Ballad of what is it? Ballad of Buster something. But in that there is a scene where a woman and a man are held down by Indians, and the man has a rifle that he's shooting at the Indians with, and I think that that is a Litchfield rifle as well. So this is actually also a very cool rifle, and oh, I think I took the wrong one there. I did. I did. There we go. And it gets loaded from the front instead of from the back, as most rifles usually do. But again, here the blackened out metal for the frame and the barrel, and then we have the gold for the hammer, for the lever, and for the trigger, and the gold engravings as well. And this is also I think a pretty great repeater rifle. And it has, I think, 14 shots in total before you have to reload. And as you can see, you're reloading it from the front instead of from the back, which is kind of special. Oh, it has 16 rounds, not 14. Cool. Then we have the Evans repeater. I think it's the repeater that can hold the most rounds, 26 rounds in total before you have to reload. And this is also a pretty cool little repeater. It's not that long, so it's good for close combat. And again here, just the blackened metal, and we have the gold engravings here as well. I do believe I have a little bit of different wrapping on this, a darker wrapping than on the other ones. But yeah, as you can see, not as long of a rifle as some of the other repeaters. And this you can just keep shooting for a while before it actually runs out, as it has 26 rounds. It does take a long time to reload though. As you can see, you have to reload it one bullet at a time. So nothing about just pouring them in and no magazines here. Then we have, for the rifles, we have the Springfield rifle. Which in this case, again, I just used the dark wood, a little bit lighter wrapping. Then I've put the gold on the frame and on the barrel, and black on the scope and then I have put black engravings on it as well, and then the hammer is blackened steel as well. And this is, yeah, well, it's just a rifle, a single shot rifle, as most of them are. A pretty good rifle actually. Oh. Then we have the bolt action rifle, the other rifle that you can get. Single shot, and this is not single shot because this actually has 5 rounds in the magazine. So in this case, I've blackened out the frame and the barrel and the sights, and then for the trigger, the hammer. Oh, I'm not sure what just happened there. I think we just had a huge network surge. I'm not really sure what happened there. It seemed like something just reset or something. Seems to be working now again though, so I'm not really sure what happened there. Oh, okay. But this is, yeah, it has 5 rounds. You can fire off and then you can reload the 5 rounds. So a little bit faster than the Springfield, especially from the hip. All right. Next we have, of course, the varmint rifle. There isn't that much to talk about in this case. It is just a small varmint rifle, and in this case, I just used the black metal and the gold engravings with the gold hammer, the gold trigger, and the I think the gold top, so the gold bolt as well. So, but this is of course for the smaller animals to get those, as the name almost implies, I would say. So let's see here. We have the Carcano rifle, so one of the sniper rifles that has the longer scope on it, as you can see here. And just to give you a view of it, you can see here that it has the long, again this is blacked out metal with some of the details that are in gold, and with the gold engraving as well. This is pretty cool actually as well, because it does have kind of a magazine on 6 rounds, so even though it is a sniper rifle, it does have kind of a high firing rate. Then we have the rolling block rifle, which is the other sniper rifle or long sighted rifle. And this is a single shot rifle, a bolt action, I think. And oh, let's just take a look at it here. And again, in this case, it's blacked out metal with gold engravings, gold hammer. I think there's 2 there, and then a gold trigger as well, and then just the blacked out sights. So pretty cool looking as well. Very simple design. Oh, then we have the rare rolling block rifle. Also, I can't remember where you get this, but I believe it is either the missions or the side missions that you get this rare rolling block, which just have these special carvings on it. And other than that, then it's just more or less just blacked out metal. And again, just a simple one-shot rifle. Then we have the double-barreled shotgun. Where again I've gone with the black and the gold engravings and the gold hammers, the gold triggers here as well. You can see it looks pretty cool with those engravings actually, I think. And this, yeah, just a regular double-barreled shotgun. Then we have the rare shotgun, which I think you pick up, is it from the Hermit? I can't remember. I think it's the Hermit mission or something like that. But here you can see it again has some special engravings on it and a little bit special metal, not engravings, carvings, and some special metal on it. But other than that, other than the carvings, it's pretty much just the same type of shotgun as your normal double-barreled shotgun. Then we have this semi-automatic shotgun. We have the, let's see here, again, simple with gold engravings and blackened metal, and then the golden sights on this one as well. And golden port, I can't remember what that's called, but this is great because these just fires extremely fast with the semi-automatic shotgun. And again, you have the possibility of slugs, explosive ammo, incendiary ammo, or just shells as well. And then we have the repeating shotgun, which is pretty much I think a mixture between a repeater and a shotgun. So it's built like a repeater with the lever, but it shotguns shells and shotgun slugs instead. And again, the blacked out metal with the gold engravings, the gold lever, gold trigger, and I think gold hammer and sights as well. And this also very fast for a shotgun. Then the regular pump action shotgun is one of the ones that I made into the silver looking part instead. As you can see here, when I just show it here. And this I've made into silver barrel, silver frame, and then I've made it into a black hammer, the black trigger, and gold, I think it's gold sight, and black engravings as well. So looks pretty cool, I think. Anyway, and this is pretty much just the regular pump action with 5 rounds. And then of course we have the bow. There's nothing really to show there. And I think that that is about it. I think that that concludes all of the different equipment that I have so far. I might do another video on some of the clothing that I've also picked up. But this was more or less just a video showcasing all of the different equipment and all of the different weapons that I've picked up in story mode during the game. As I said in the start of the stream, I am thinking about maybe going through making a playthrough through the story mission in a couple of other streams. So please check that out if you want to see that. I've only gone through the story once. Oh, thank you for the compliment on the customized guns. I am thinking about maybe customizing them a bit more now that I have reached 100%. So, but thanks for watching, both to Idaho that stopped by, and I'm not sure I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Abhijit H. Thank you for watching and thanks for supporting, man. And yeah, please like and subscribe if you want to see more of what I am what I'm streaming. I'm streaming right at the moment. I'm streaming 3 different games. Of course, Red Dead Redemption. I'm streaming No Man's Sky, and then I just started Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. And other than that, on the channel you'll find some Magic the Gathering booster pack and booster box openings that I also really enjoy. But if you like the video, yeah, please leave a like, and if you have any comments for me, please do leave a comment. So, but until next time, I think I'll, in about an hour, I think over on Tagback TV, he's streaming Animal Crossing, so I think I'll head over there. But thanks again, Idaho, and Abhijit H. Thanks for watching and thanks for the support, and maybe I'll see you in the next stream, who knows. So see you all later. Bye.